We're doing free readings. I'll be here for about another 30 minutes. Post your questions in chat. Okay, well, I guess we could do a quick all signs reading. Like, I'm genuinely bored. What's going on? It's not even, excuse me. I know it's not a lot of readers out there to do free readings. Come on, y'all. Cut it out. Where y'all at? We're going to start with Aries. Aries. We'll do free readings. We'll do all signs until somebody hops on here with a question. Aries. General messages for Aries. Shocking. Soulmates. So something shocking has happened between you and a soulmate. Something that you didn't see coming. Possible turmoil. Distance, yeah. So whatever this is causing distance between you and your soulmate. Rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. We're doing free readings tonight. Post your questions in the chat. Beginnings, confessions. Post your questions in the chat and I'll do a free tarot reading for you. What is shocking? Why does shocking come out for Aries spirit? I'll just be here doing all signs until I get a question in chat, and then I will just start answering questions. Post your question in chat, and I will do a free tarot reading for you. 5 of Cups. So there's somebody that you feel like you had to walk away from, Aries. Something shocking happened. What happened, Spirit? Hey, Pow Pow. All the way in Italy. I'm in Illinois, in the States. I'm in the U.S. I'm from Chicago. So we got, yep, Chicago. Do you have a question? Do you want me to do a free reading for you, Pow Pow? I love my city. So I think you should come out here, Pow Pow. I think you would love it. We got the best food. I went live at about 6:50. Coming back in 2027. I started going live at about 6:50. You don't have any questions, Pow Pow? Aw. Nice to meet you too. What about you coming back in 2027? Do you have any questions? I could do a free reading for you. Oh, why thank you. You know, these are micro locks, so it really doesn't take me much time to do my hair at all. But thank you, girl. The humble king, I would like to think so. I think of myself as a divine feminine. And with a name like the humble king, I would imagine that you're a divine masculine. Do you guys have any questions? I'm doing free readings tonight. Oh, thank you. My butterflies. I got a thing for butterflies right now. I feel like I'm going through this transformation, and I don't know, butterflies just keep calling to me. You know what else keeps calling to me is snakes. And I found out, first of all, I've always known that the Kundalini is a snake that's like coiled up that uncoils and reaches higher consciousness. And so then I thought that was cool when I found that out. Well, I already knew that about the snake. But the other thing that I found out about the snake is that it's the spiritual meaning of snakes is that they shed skin. So they're constantly letting go of old things and embracing change and becoming new over and over again. And so I've just got this, I don't know, I've got this thing for snakes right now and butterflies and hummingbirds real, real bad. Hummingbirds, they say the spiritual meaning behind hummingbirds is that when you see them, they mean that love is coming. So back in like 2021, I'll say, or 2020, 2020, 2021, I would see a lot of hummingbirds. I used to have this sunroom and where like it was windows all around, and I do yoga. And so every morning I would get up and do my yoga. A hummingbird would come to my window every single morning while I was doing my yoga. The love still hasn't come yet, but I just thought that was real cool that I was seeing hummingbirds all the time. I just think they're so majestic. 7 is spirit and snake. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm trying to think. My number. Trying to think. My life path number is 11. My life path number is a master number. Mine is 11. What's you got? Do you guys know your life path numbers? What's your life path number? Put them in the chat. Oh my God. Paul Pariah Gremmin, a trouser snake got me. Oh my God. Did you heal? The humbled king, a hummingbird, did that on my balcony at my apartment, and I was on the third floor. And it happened right. There's just something so majestic about them. And like during that time, I was like in deep meditation. When I say I was doing my yoga every morning, I would go into deep meditation and I would focus on healing my body. I'm really big on, I love yoga. I love yoga. I just work so much that I don't have time for it anymore like I used to. But I'm trying to, make time for it in my schedule. Oh, okay, Naya B. Naya B says, I love how there's value and meaning behind them. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, sweetie. Thanks, babes. And yes, it's like value and meaning behind everything. Like the Native Americans, they would give each other names, they would give each other like spiritual names that were rooted in nature. That's why a lot of them have names like the lone wolf or, I don't know, hummingbird, I don't know. And it's because they would study them. So if they gave you the name Falcon, that's because they felt like you possessed the qualities of a falcon. You had really good insight. Falcons can see really well. They can fly high up in the sky and they can see their prey crawling around underneath the grass. And so if your spiritual name was Falcon, that's because they felt like you had insight. You saw things that other people couldn't see. It's a lot of things in other cultures where they really talk about just a different way of observing the world. The humble king, hummingbird. Oh, you're a life path 33. I don't know if you've ever been religious or not, but 33 was like Jesus's number. Not because that's his life path number, but we in the spiritual community, we see everything as symbolism. So him dying at the age of 33 is supposed to be symbolic. And then also the Freemasons, they have 33 degrees to consciousness. supposedly when you reach the 33rd degree, you're supposed to be at ultimate consciousness, and they elevate you high up in the ranks when you get to 33. I'm not a Mason. I've just studied a lot of different philosophies and societies and just everything the occult. So I just know a lot of stuff. 11 life path, you have vision. I love it. I do. But it something when I was younger, it kind of felt like a curse. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me a while to embrace it. It took me a while to embrace it. But now that I've embraced it, I love being me. I love it. But I think there is beauty in all life paths. And we all just have to find a way to embrace our path. Yes, ma'am. I see you, the humble king. Yes, ma'am. 33 vertebrae. Yes. Naya B says, do you have any book recommendations for raising spiritual awareness? I can't think of any off of the top of my head right now. But if you study the Emerald Tablets, what is it called? They're the principles. I'm gonna do a video on it. There's it talks about vibration, it talks about duality. It's basically a bunch of principles that when you combine them all together, it will make you a master manifester. Once you understand the laws of consciousness, we are all up. Yes, the Hermetic principles. Yes, the humble king, period. I love it. So, yeah, I can't think of any books right now. Oh, wait, is it called The Kabbalion? I think it's called The Kabbalion. And so many people have written books on the Kabbalion, but the principles remain the same because they're the principles of Thoth. Sometimes people credit Hermes Trismegistus for Thoth's teachings, but Thoth originally is that like bird-looking dude back in the Egyptian times. You can see him in the hieroglyphs, and he's a teacher. That's another culture where they didn't give people names based on spiritual names based on animals, but they would give when they would go and do the hieroglyphs, when they would depict people, they would depict people based on animals, right? So Thoth is depicted as a bird. He's depicted as a bird, and I want to say he's depicted as like a falcon or something like that. Crazy how I just used that same analogy, but yeah. And they say that in the early times that the Egyptians were traveling because this was before the earth split. So it was easier for different groups of people to travel and roam the earth. So the Egyptians used to come up here all the time to what was known, well, it wasn't known as America at that time, but they used to travel up this way all of the time and mingle amongst the people that were living in the area that we now call the Americas. And they taught them a lot of things. That's why there is a lot of similarities between the Native American beliefs and the Egyptian beliefs, because there was a lot of mingling at that time. They were teaching them their ways. They were just exchanging. So for the people that's here, if you guys have any questions, just post them in the chat and I will give you a free reading. But I don't mind talking. I'm having a good time. Y'all a good company. The humble king, 33 degree of masonry, yes, and 33 is the degree in which water changes states. Now you're right. I love it. Cause you all about your life path number. He said, I will know everything about what's special about me. Hey Jordan Rothschild, thank you for calling me beautiful. I love a good compliment. If you have any questions, I am doing free readings. So just post your questions in the chat and I will do a free reading for you. I only got a little while longer. I got to pick my son up from his 8th grade dance. They grow up so fast. I'm going to be here till about 7:45. What you do some satanic think? I think you're saying that the things that I practice some people think is satanic. Um I mean, I don't worship Satan. I don't worship Satan. But if other people, I believe in letting people have their beliefs. Yes. Cards, I have my tarot cards. Yes. I believe in letting people have their beliefs. And if you believe that what I do is evil, if you believe that what I believe is wrong, you are entitled to your beliefs. I'm not going to take that from anybody. And just like I wouldn't want anybody to take my faith from me, I'm entitled to what I believe, and you're entitled to what you believe. And if what you believe just so happens to be that you think what I believe is wrong, you're entitled to that. And if people think that it's satanic, but they are entitled to thinking that. But just to set the record straight, I do not worship Satan. I actually hate dark energy. I try to stay as high vibrational as possible. I believe that all of the beliefs and the philosophies of different groups of people is just an expression of different people experiencing God. And they're trying to explain their experience with God. And you can't tell, you can't invalidate somebody's experience. And so when I reference the Egyptians, or I reference the Native Americans, or the ancient Sumerians, or the Yorubans, because I was heavy off into I've gotten off into Haitian culture. I've gotten in there are very few things. Y'all know I love yoga. I said that already. If y'all are new, I love yoga. So for the people, that the Hindus, their beliefs, Buddhism, I've studied it all. And I feel like this is just a bunch of different groups of people from different parts of the world who came together as a people and created a divine and expressed divine consciousness as a people. And they're just expressing how they've experienced God, and everybody is entitled to that. I would never take somebody's experience with God away from them. I'm so enamored by the Most High that I want to hear your experience. Tarot to me is an act of faith. As long as we fear God, walking through the valley, you shall fear no evil. Right. I was raised Christian. So most of my backbone, my core beliefs, they are rooted in Christianity. I call on the Holy Spirit all of the time. As a matter of fact, that's probably the main energy that I'm looking for. The chosen one says, I definitely agree. We all just have different perceptions of the creator, right? And but like I said, if if your perception of the creator is that what I'm doing is wrong, you're not wrong for feeling that way. I would never take that from you. I would just disagree. I would disagree. It's my personal belief that you're wrong, and your personal belief is that I'm wrong, and that's fine. It's okay. It's not my mission in life is not to change people's minds. My mission in life is to connect with other people. In the Bible it says, where there are two or more, God is in the midst. I believe in that wholeheartedly. And we're sitting here right now on live, and there are only 8 people in the chat. But at the end of the day, the 8 of us are conversing, we're sharing. And I feel like that is a divine experience. Jordan Rothschild says a Christian will never do cards. That is true. I don't consider myself religious whatsoever. My faith is rooted in Christianity, but I don't consider myself a Christian. I just got through telling you. I've studied yoga, I've studied Buddhism, I've studied Egyptian philosophy, I've studied Sumerian philosophy, I've studied so many different walks of life that I don't consider myself any one religion. I consider myself to be spiritual. Good luck, Oni Groom. Good luck. Wow, did you? He says, "Wow, did you just heard what you're saying? I heard you just said you believe in letting people believe what they believe. Amazing, good words coming out from you. Really good truth." Yeah, I feel like there would be more peace in the world if we could just accept people for who they are. You know what I'm saying? And let people be. It's not like how you live your life is going to change how I live my life. The Humble King, I love your energy so much. I love your energy too, Humble King. You've been here sticking it out with me for quite some time. For quite some time, we've been having really good conversation, and I really appreciate you. Jordan Rothschild, I wish you a good day. You will know the truth. If that's how you feel, Jordan Rothschild, maybe one day I will see it your way. But right now, I have my own experience with God, and I'm very, very, very grateful to the Most High for all of the wisdom and all of the experiences and all of the blessings and all of the miracles that I've experienced in my life. If you guys knew my story, I promise you, I shouldn't be here, but I am. I am. I don't know if y'all can hear my babies in the background because I tried to put my mic on so that you won't hear all the chatter. But I'm a mom of three, and I feel like that's probably the biggest blessing in the world to have witnessed new life, to bring new life into the world, and to be their shepherd, their good shepherd. I take my job as a mom very, very serious. Good luck on the room. Your connection will be really, really good for life. Yep, I hear you. I hear you. Good luck on the groom or on your groom. I think I'm saying this wrong. I really believe I'm saying it wrong. Okay, the humble king, dogmatic energy from the Rothschild. All love to you. Yes, let's show each other love. If he has an opinion that's different and we don't necessarily agree with it, let's still wish him love. I love that you're outspoken, Jordan Rothschild. I love that you are rooted in what you believed in and you don't feel like you can be swayed. It That's a beautiful thing to stand for something. It doesn't matter what you see. If you stand for it, you stand for it. And I love that for you. I love that for you. Let's show each other love no matter what. One life path energy. They say one is not it's a number of unity and individualism at the same time. Have you ever heard that? It's also an energy of divine consciousness. But I just found that very interesting that I found that they say the one energy not only embodies unity, but it also embodies individualism. But when you think about the divine consciousness, it's all energy stuck into one. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you can see how it's all in one at the same time. Good luck on your Garoom says, "Oh, oh God, you amaze me again with I would say to your sister, you have really, really good brothers in spirit and truth. You heard me, dear. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Leadership is one of the strongest numbers, and you have two of them. 11. Yeah. But I don't see myself as a leader. I do know that I'm very opinionated, outspoken, and people do tend to gravitate towards me. but I don't necessarily see myself as being a leader. Very strong and stable. That's what the humble king says. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna do a video on chakras tonight. I'm gonna upload it on my channel because I want to talk about um healing the body through energy. It's possible, it's capable. I've done it, and I would like to share that knowledge that I've experienced with the world. That's something that's very beautiful. Do you, humble king? You love chakras so much. I do too. I feel like that sometimes we're looking for answers to problems and we think that there is no solution, when in reality someone has come up with a solution. They're just not in our immediate environment. Everything I talk about is your home, the humble king. Well, that's good to know. Maybe when I post more videos, then I'll have, you know. And when I do post videos, if you check them out, please hop in the comments because I love your energy. I would love to see you in the comments. I would love to continue to talk to you so we can talk about different topics. Good luck on you, Garone. Yes, we are brothers and sisters because we are like in thought. I actually believe that in this lifetime, we have several soulmates, and a soulmate isn't necessarily someone that you have a romantic interest in. It's somebody who carries a similar energy to you, who you don't have to overly explain yourself to. They just get you. You were one with them at one point in time before you came here, and it's a blessing to be able to come across each other again in this lifetime, because sometimes this world can be really lonely, especially when you are somebody who challenges thought. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Jessica. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing free readings. Only got 5 minutes left. But, girl, if you got a question, I will do you a free reading right now. I got to go pick my son up from his dance. But I would shut it down. I would do it. Just if you got a question and you can type fast, type it. I'm glad to hear you're good too, Jessica. We just been on here chatting. Nobody has any questions so far. What's coming towards you next in love? Okay. All right. I'm going to do a quick reading for Jessica. The mind creates, the humble king says, the mind creates illusions, the heart creates love, the soul speaks truth. One you must follow, you must ignore, and one you must listen to. I wholeheartedly agree. I wholeheartedly agree. What's coming next in love for Jessica? Okay, we got family, fantasy, girl. You could be pregnant. You feeling hopeless right now. Okay, so I got family, fantasy, and hopeless. So you could be pregnant, or you could just really want a family because we got fantasy here. You daydream a lot about this. Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Okay, karma and stress. Okay, let's clarify these really quick. Let's clarify these really quick, and then I gotta hop off of here. What is hopeless? Why is Jessica hopeless? You got the Judgment and the Five of Cups. Okay, so somebody that you love, you had to walk away from. And with the Judgment in reverse, you feel like they owe you an apology. They weren't good to you. Let your friends help you. So I don't know if this breakup has you sitting in the house or whatever, or not talking, or kind of like secluding yourself, but Spirit wants you to get out there and basically, free yourself. You have family here. You're going to build the life that you deserve. This person was a karmic and they came into your life to teach you a lesson. But the fantasies that you have about love, they will and can come true for you. Love yourself first. Yeah. So the love that is coming towards you most quickly right now, Jessica, is self-love. Spirit wants you to understand that all these fantasies and these dreams that you have for love, they're coming. But you need to heal yourself. Not just because the last person you were with hurt you and scarred you and left you scarred, but because at the end of the day, when we choose somebody that hurts us, we chose them. And our intuition was supposed to pick up on those red flags, but for whatever the reason, we didn't. And normally, when we ignore red flags, it's coming from a broken place. And Spirit wants you to know that once you heal, you will attract the love that you desire. But right now, Spirit wants you to focus on self love. Don't skip past self love. It's the most important love. Okay? All right, guys. I wish I could get to the rest of you guys' questions. Hero, and the chosen one. I wish I could. It did, Jessica. I'm so happy. You don't know how happy that just made me. I'm so serious. I know a lot of readers, they hop on here and they're looking for donations for these readings, but I genuinely hop on here to connect with you guys. So I am so happy that that message resonated with you. So happy, and I'm grateful to you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank all of you guys. I thank all of you guys for stopping by. I am very grateful for your presence here tonight. You all made my night, even though Jessica was the only one that asked any questions before I had to leave, because now I got to go get my baby from his dance. Uh-oh. He's calling me now. I so I gotta go. But I really thank you guys so much for coming through and connecting with me. That's really all I wanted. And to be able to do free readings. I love doing that for people. So if you guys are not subscribed, subscribe. And I will post in the community tab the next time I'm gonna go live and do free readings. And if you guys don't have any questions, we can chat it up like we did tonight. If you guys do, I am more than happy to do free readings for you all. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.